you know, praise the Most High. Man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, all blessings to the King. So, my life has been, it's been pretty dope, you know? It really has. It's been a lot going on. So, I got custody of my daughter. I moved. Um, the wedding got put on pause. It's alright. It's fine. It's fine. We have a whole bunch of little things we need to get in order first. Um, yeah, man, it's really, really beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It truly is. Um, tomorrow, I'm really gonna dive into the word. I need to catch up on Psalms for the church thing, for the conference. Uh, yeah, I had to take the my tux back. I had to take the son his tux back. And I'm like, oh man, it's alright though. It's alright. Um, yeah, there's a lot going on, man. It's like I mean, I already got like pretty much I have a job. I just haven't started yet. But I mean, I'm waiting for my daughter to get into school first. And with doing like with that thing, you know, all that. You gotta wait for the school to do the whatnot. But I mean, besides that, like it's been a long road. A little weird, you know, a little small weird stuff. So, oh, the AC stopped or the fan. So I don't know. I went to my first what is it, NA meeting. I went to an NA meeting. That was interesting. I never been to an NA meeting before, but I mean I'm 4 years sober. I was going for it was the first day at a barbecue, and it was like a showing support turn support. This guy named Bo, really dope dude, and he's got like a whole bunch of sponsees. We need to turn the AC on, but yeah, he's got like 20 sponsees, and I'm like, man, that's a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's dope. I need to uh I need to find somebody so I can do the 12 steps. I ain't gonna lie, I want to sponsor you. Why does that keep turning off? Yeah, I want to sponsor you. I ain't gonna lie, but I need to do the 12 steps first. I did the 12 steps without knowing I did the 12 steps, so there's that part too. Why is this thing acting stupid? I'd say this AC acts stupid with me. I don't understand why it does. I don't know why it does, but it doesn't like me. It's okay. I love it. Uh, but yeah, like having 20 sponsees is like crazy work. Um, uh, yeah, and then like, bro, why is this turning off? I'll tell you, my girl's AC is like real finicky, and it does not like me. I'm scared to take that vent off. 'Cause I bet this thing is like super dirty. I don't know what's up with it. Don't matter. Um, but yeah, no, it's been a lot, man. Um, honestly, I'm kind of confused with the things that are going on. Not so much as confused, but I just see how everything is kind of always working against me. I don't know why everything is always working against me, but it always is. I don't know why it is, but it's always working against me. So that's fine, you know. When I be thinking about like my life, I was talking to my fiance about it. Is my life has always been like that, where like nothing really. The only thing that's came easy is like giving my life to God, and then like the things that followed in obedience. Like that has been the only thing that's been easy, like in my life. But like having to wait on something that I was trying to obtain or get acquire, all those things have never been easy. Like it's always a wait. It's always an extended wait, but I mean, it's fine. Like I've come to like understand it now, so it's not like really like a big deal. I just kind of accept whatever it is. Um, and then, man, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like it is very very rough, and then I'd be thinking about like just like my wedding and those things, like that stuff. I'd be feeling really weird about like the invitations on sending to people, because like my family would be real finicky with things, and it's a lot of backbiting, and yeah, I'm not really for that. You know what I'm saying? Especially at my wedding, I don't think I'll have the patience, like at all. Like there's not gonna be no. And on top of that, like I already don't like talk to you guys anyway, so like I just invited people because I was like trying to be nice. But I mean, I shouldn't have did that anyway, because I mean, why am I being nice? You know what I'm saying? I think that's the I think that's the main part is at this point, like at this part of my life, there is no reason to be nice to the people that have had all the time to to be nice to me. And on top of that, like it's not like I just said "f you guys." No, I've gotten sober. I've done all the things. Now I'm gonna get married, and like you guys like are like getting like mad somewhat because you guys didn't get the invitation. Well, I mean, I didn't invite everybody like individually. I didn't. I invited like the heads of the households, and you know that's going to be talked about through the family. That's my mind, because I'm not going to send an invitation to everybody. I'm not going to do that, because even if I send it to everybody that I can think of, there's still going to be people left out. I don't want a big wedding and like all that. Like I'm not trying to have a family reunion and my family act like they like each other. Like all y'all don't like each other. Like so let's keep it a beam. Y'all don't like each other like that. So it's gonna be like all y'all gonna be sitting together at my wedding, and half y'all don't talk to the other half, and then that quarter is like beefing with another quarter. I'm not gonna do that at my wedding. But my thing is, I'm like one of the youngest. You know what I'm saying? Besides the kids, I'm from like one of the youngest people in my family. So As for my big cousins that are like 40 something, like y'all are like mid 40s. If there's an issue with anything that I'm saying, like you can say something to me. Like you can call me. Anybody that has an issue with what I'm doing, why don't you call me? It's very simple. I just be on here just talking because I just be talking. But and then I want to like document my life. So you know what I'm saying. So when I'm gone, like my kids can't watch this if the internet's still on. But I mean, yeah, I don't understand how I can be as young as I am, and then you guys get bothered by anything that I do. Invitations, my shoes not tied, whatever it is. And that's funny because I'm thinking about thinking about my son. With your shoes not tied, and you don't say anything to me. That doesn't make sense. Where's the growth? Like it's not on me to call you guys and to check on you guys and all those things. Like legit. Like when I was getting off the boxing night, that was rough. Like if you know anybody, if you know anybody that was on drugs of any sort, alcohol, whatever, that is on Suboxone, that are on methadone, have them get off, please. Like, but I don't know. I ain't gonna say that. The people that have been on methadone and Suboxone for like 5+ years, that's kind of questionable. I was on Suboxone for like I think 3 years, and getting off Suboxone guaranteed was horrible. Like it was like the worst thing. I should have just quit pills and just left it at that. No, I got off Suboxone, and getting off Suboxone. So there's a strip that's like the size of a Listerine, like a Listerine strip, like the blue ones, but they're orange. I was ripping off like I'd say maybe like a sixth, maybe a fifth, like weaning myself off, and then I ended up going down to like just a little corner and literally like not taking that because I just I was doing that that I was watching people like weaning off of it, and I was taking like the fifths of like the strip of it, and then I took half of a 2 milligram. So it's no, I think I took a fourth. So I don't know. It was like a 0.5. It was like like half a milligram, and then I went back to weaning that, and then I went back to like the little tiny pieces. One day I didn't take it, and I was like, oh, it's not that bad. Did it again. Not that bad. Not having nothing for 2 days. The third day not taking Suboxone was rough. It was rough. That's why I said everybody that was on methadone and Suboxone, they need to get off of it. Yo, the third day was bad. Like I couldn't sleep. You know, I didn't eat. The fourth day, I think the third and the fourth day are the worst. And they say that the peak is at day 3 and 4. It doesn't. Suboxone takes six days and like a third. It's a weird time, but it takes 6 days to completely get out of your system, right? And then after that is going to be all like the residual effects of like the Suboxone getting out of your system. I didn't eat for 10 days. Mind you, I wasn't hungry. Wasn't hungry at all, but I did not eat. And yeah, it was just like a whole bunch of downtime because like you don't want to move, like you don't want to do nothing. You're getting sweats, like, and then it's like I think at night is the worst because your body's like all the way like trying to like relax, and like the sleep is kind of out. There's like no sleep. You can sleep well, me, I could possibly sleep if I got up and like took a shower, and it was a good thing that I didn't pay for water in my last apartment because I showered probably like maybe like 5 to 6 times a day, like 4 times at night, just because my body was like just sweating so much. Yeah, Suboxone is not okay. Not okay. Uh, yeah, so if you know somebody that's on methadone or Suboxone, tell them to get off. Especially if they're under a year. There's no reason, because they want people to live off that for the rest of their lives. I couldn't imagine being on Suboxone any longer, and then yeah, like then trying to get off, like being on Suboxone for like 5 years, 10 years, and then trying to get off, bro. That's wicked work, bro. That is wicked. And then also, like I was really, I wouldn't say really, but I always say I was like closer to God, like in different parts of my life. But granted, I'm close to God right now. I just be disobedient and like human. I'd be stiff necked and I don't know all the things in the Bible that says what humans are. I'm that. Yeah, it's rough, but I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just like it's our free will that makes us like that. Like when we need God, it'd be like, "Oh God, help me," and then you're praying like all the time. But then there's like other times where it's just like, nah, I'm just not gonna pray. Why are we like that? But yeah, I was watching a video too talking about that. The guy that went to that school and did that stuff, that harmful stuff, and it was talking about like like his magazines, how like one it said like, "Where's your God?" And then he had like a diary or something like that, and in the diary it had a picture of him standing in front of a mirror, and in the mirror is a demon, and he's talking to the demon. You can't understand what it says, but in the writing it's because it's like some weird uh like Aramaic or something like that. It's something different. And the guy he's like a believer and does like, I think he went to Bible college and stuff, and he translated what what the writing said, and the writing it said like, I don't want to do this or something like that. And then like underneath it, it says off yourself, and then it says off. Well, it doesn't say off, but it says K word, and that's not like, they talk about that, but they don't really talk about that. That is like for sure possession. Like especially if you look at that picture, because like, okay, yes, this guy, and then he's looking in a mirror, and then it's a demon. Okay, so people would be like, oh well, he thinks he's a demon. No, that's, and then when you look at the words and translate the words, yeah, he's pleading, I don't want to do this, but you can't read it because it's in something else. What's the odds of that, bro? Like there are no odds in that. I don't know. People don't be thinking possession and all that kind of stuff is real, but I mean, it's getting to a really weird time. Uh, Man, yeah. Now that I live in Washington, I can't just go buy a gun like I want. Granted, there ain't no guns out here that I really want. There ain't nothing out here. Everything out here is overpriced. Like the guns, all the guns out here are overpriced. And then they don't have ARs or nothing like that. Like they got a bunch of weird stuff. They had a what was it? It was a 20. Nah, it was a Glock 17C, and that thing sounded so horrible. Like the guide rod, I don't know what was going on with the guide rod, but it was real metally. Like it just sounded like metal scraping. And yeah, I like the standard Glock spring, guide rod, because I don't know what it is, but it doesn't have that screech when you pull it back. It's almost as bad as like an AR stock, like that spring. But yeah, the guns out here, man, yeah, They had a whole bunch of AR. I went to a pawn shop. They had a whole bunch of ARs. I was 22s. I was dead. Oh no! What are you doing? What are you doing here? Yeah, man. I want to go shooting out here. But I know they gotta have something. I still need to go fishing, man. I haven't been fishing at all. I got a new gun before I moved. I didn't get to shoot it, so I got a gun right now that I ain't shot. That sounds crazy. Back to that. So it's crazy. It's crazy now that I can legally have guns, and I'll buy a brand new gun and not necessarily trust it until I shoot it. But when I was like in the world and when I was a criminal, I would I would get a gun, never shot the gun, but I would trust this gun that I bought with my life. But granted, now when I have gun permits and all that other stuff, I don't trust the gun because I ain't shot it yet. That's crazy. I'll tell you, criminals are stupid. Criminals are stupid. I don't know what made me think like that. Praise the Lord. Yeah, man. I don't know how you trust a gun that you ain't never shot. Didn't know how to take no guns apart. None of that. Didn't clean guns. None of that. Uh, yeah, I don't know, man. It's wild. Moving out here to Seattle. Well, I'm like around Seattle. It's so much. It's so much better than Portland. Like, man, I don't know where y'all from, but man, Portland is horrible. Do not go to Portland. Don't move to Portland. A lot of people be like, "Oh yeah, let's move to Portland." For what? There's so many places you can move to besides Portland. Yeah, don't go there. Do not go there. They ain't got no Walmarts. They ain't got nothing. They got one range. The range is cool though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, cancel my. I hope they don't renew my what's it called? My thing, my membership, because I don't need it. Yeah, man. I need to go out to the woods. So I do. I need a range day. Like I need to yeah. I need to go through 1,000 rounds. I need to do something. Because I'm like, ah. Yeah. Hopefully this school hurry up and does my daughter's stuff so she can start school. I noticed up here they ask a lot of weird questions for like getting kids enrolled. Yeah, I think it's because of all the sorry, because of all the illegals, and like they'd ask like at basically every school that she ever like went to. Like she's going into 6th grade. Like, why are you asking every school that she went to? Like to the beginning. I'm pretty sure that would be on the transcript when you request them. And yeah, in Portland, I tried to get her social security card so I could change her name, and they never sent it. So I need to go. I need to go out here to try and get her social security card because I need to get her name changed. Like bad. I've been waiting, but I didn't have kind of didn't have time. Like just work, and then you have to make appointments because Portland's stupid. And yeah, they just never sent it out. That's taking away a lot of stuff. I mean, I actually need the physical card though. I think for the name change. But I know her number, but I was gonna ask her mom, but I don't think her mom would give it to me. It would be nice. It'd be nice if she was like that, but it's all good. I got a birth certificate though. Yeah, that's everywhere. I wish. I really do wish my baby mom would be civil and just, why can't you just be nice and just, just think a little bit. That's all you gotta do is think a little bit and not be bitter. That's the part though. It's the being bitter. That's the part, because I think she's bitter on a lot of things, but I mean it doesn't make sense why you're bitter, because I mean I did the things that I said I was going to do, like getting sober. Well, one, getting a place, getting sober. Yeah, situations, but got my daughter, and that was the thing too, is with all the stuff that like you was going through with your baby dad, you could have let me have the baby, and because I said that before I got her, like I want to say like some months before, or she offered it to me too. So it was some months before I'd asked my baby mom if I could have our daughter for like just until she got her stuff figured out. And I was like, I'll still pay child support and all that. Like, just let me get a mark. And she was like, oh, I'll think about it. Some months ago, it might have even been some months. It might have been a month. And she was like, well, just give Amari some backbone so she can tell me. She doesn't need to tell you. I'm telling you. What are you talking about? Like, I mean, she's scared of you. Some time goes. I end up getting her on an emergency thing. Now I have full custody. Praise the Lord. Hey, man, I got full custody. That is wild. For a man in Portland to get full custody, hey, praise the Most High. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know unless you're from the town. You don't even know. I'm pretty sure it's like that in like every state though. I think every state is pretty much a woman state, except for maybe like a handful. But Oregon for sure. Oregon for sure is a woman state. That's how I got destroyed the first go around. Because she took me to court. My daughter was like 5. Yeah, she was like 5, maybe 5.5. Got demolished in court. No evidence, no nothing. Just, oh, he's not good, and the judge didn't listen to nothing I had to say. Couldn't do joint. Yeah, baby mom didn't even ask for joint. She didn't even try it. We got a really nice deal. You know, it's crazy, man. When you really look at the things that God does that we can't do, it's a beautiful thing, because he talks about how you can move a mountain with a faith of a mustard seed, and that's true 100%. Because he does things that we cannot see or do, and like that was the thing. With my fiance, she would kind of have doubts. I wouldn't even say it was doubts. She's a realist, but sometimes I take that as a lack of faith. But I don't know. I love her. It doesn't matter. It's like this is something to grow on, something to work with. Which I understand it. Like I did 100%. But there's certain things that you cannot do that with, and that was something I've worked way too hard. I've got off drugs. I am no longer a criminal. My mom is sober. Like, that is like that. It sounds random, but God got my mom sober. I didn't get my mom sober. prayers and God got my mom sober. So with that, I had Mari in the house. So like, yeah, that was a long little period, but I got her in the house, and I pretty much had custody then. Well, I had physical custody. It just, it was just an emergency, whatever, until court. But I mean, even with that, that is huge because she was trying, yeah, she was trying to do some shiesty stuff like the whole time. But yeah, God stopped it. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. I would show you my room, but it's the best. I'll show you this though. Woo, woo. Yeah, yeah, it's nice. It's and then the people out here too. The people out here are a lot different. Unless you go to Costco or Nordstrom, these people don't say excuse me. These people don't do none of that. They're kind of buttholes, but I mean everybody else like my church. Man, the love in that church is like crazy. Like the spirit in the church too is something like, yeah, it almost doesn't I think for a non-believer they'd be like, oh yeah, this isn't, Christians are weird. I don't go by Christian. I don't go by Christian. I go by a believer and a follower. But for like a Gentile or something, I'd be like, yeah, I guess I'm a Christian, but I'm not a Christian. They'd be like, what? Yeah, 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 that, because they don't be understanding. Because I think like a person that's really filled with the Spirit and like is like really filled with the Spirit, how they are, they're set apart. Like they're not like people of this world. So with them not being of this world, like people of the world would be like, oh, you're kind of strange. And then it's like it's hard to find a person that's, well, to believe that a person is genuine and just like that as a person. Because there was this girl I used to work with. Her name was Christina, and she was just a little oddball. You know, just very odd, quirky, weird white girl. Uh, Nickname was Bubbles, but she was just always nice to me, and I didn't understand it. I didn't believe it. Didn't believe she was really like that as a person. And I worked with her for, I want to say like 4 months. And I asked her, I was like, "What's wrong with you?" And she was like, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, "Why are you so nice? Like, what do you want?" And she was like, "Nothing." And I was like, that baffled me like so much because I couldn't understand that she was actually nice like this. Like she had like at that point she probably didn't see me cried over cry over a check like probably like 10 times. And I think she just and then we were taking the bus, and or not the bus, but we would oh yeah, we did take the bus because she was always on the 33. And yeah, we walked to work on the bus. But yeah, she was just genuinely nice. And I mean, there's not a lot of nice people like in the world where they don't want anything, and it's like a different type of it's a different type of nice when somebody doesn't want something from you. So it's almost like it's fake, but it's not. That's really who the people are. And it's hard to understand. It's hard to grasp. But like the people in my church, they're all pretty much like that. It's really really, it's nice. It's nice. I don't yeah, I don't know. I think that's why people think believers of God are like weird because they can't grasp that. Yeah, it's funny because I've been thinking about when I was like in the world and like how I just like would use people all the time for whatever, and like I rarely got checked by a nice person. Like it just kind of wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't a thing. You know, you could do that. Um, what is this? Oh, that's weird. But yeah, no, I was rarely checked on. You know, like the efforty that I was doing because I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah, the NA meeting that was pretty cool. I wasn't I wasn't expecting it to be the way it was, but yeah, I used to think that that NA right was gonna be for like I always thought it was gonna be like the movies. I always thought it was gonna be like the movies, like everybody like sits in like a small circle and hi, I'm Chuck and I eat poop sandwiches. Like, you know, I always thought it was something weird like that. But no, like we was in like a lunchroom at a church, and I mean literally like when you look at everybody, it's so many different walks of life. Like we got single moms in there, we got couple, couples in there, married couples, we got kids in there. Like it's, you know, so it's all these different people, and it's crazy that these folks like there was a dude in there that was sober. I think 15 years. Like a lot of these people got a lot of time in, like a lot of sober years in, and I mean I don't think about sobriety by month or day by day or think anything like that. I don't think about it like that. I mean, like I count it now, but it's not even counting it. It's like I've been off Suboxone for like 7 months. I kind of count that now, but to me, it really doesn't matter uh, how long I've been sober. Like I'm sober. Like that's the only thing that matters. Like that's it. Um, and then like that's the big part is I don't have like any want or like anything like there's no fear of relapse. E- except for this lady was just talking about she has a surgery coming up and that she's gonna be prescribed medication, and that's her fear, like because that's what she relapsed. Like she didn't relapse, but well, she don't. But that was her drug of choice was pills. Mine is pills. That's why I don't ever want to hurt myself because I don't want to be on a pill at all. At all. I don't want to ingest one I, by accident, by purpose accident, not by purpose. I don't want to ingest nothing. None of that. I don't think it'd be good anyway. Like how I stopped smoking weed. Like that was just a yeah. I just matter of fact, I was at the park and I was smoking a blunt, and I was yeah, really tall trees in the park. My grandma had just died, and it's probably like the third time me smoking like after her death, And like at the top of the trees, I kept seeing this black, like this big black thing, like fly between the trees. And I'm 100% serious. And I put the blunt out, and I asked God to take this away from me. And literally from that point on, if I hit some weed, it does not matter how much it is. I get a joint. It is. I'm going to throw up. Period. And then on top of that, I'm gonna be super high. And like this is like after that blunt situation, like that next day, I couldn't finish that blunt. That was a wrap. I was done. Couldn't smoke it no more. It was done turkey. But I mean, even throughout, I mean, like years after that, because I think I was 19. I might have been 18 and a half, maybe 19. Nope, I was 18. 18, my grandma died. Was I 18? Yeah, I was 18. I was 18 because my grandma died. Um, was kind of just, here and there. And then my brother, my brother offed himself. And I mean, kind of from that point, I was kind of just tearing up the city, like just doing, just a lot of reckless stuff. And then an ex girlfriend had moved to Alaska, and I had talked to her a little bit before she moved, and I talked to her like after she moved, and we tried to do like a long distance relationship thing. Didn't work. I couldn't do it. At that point, I could not do a long distance relationship. It's too far. I can't see you like at all. Can't do it. Sounds good. Nah. Care about you. Can't do it. Uh, and yeah, just turn up. After my brother died, I was just kind of making really poor decisions. In that time, she had bought a plane ticket. So I don't know what kind of plane ticket it was. Basically, it was like a ticket that was just on hold. Like whenever I wanted to get on a plane, she could just schedule the plane, and I could just get on the plane and go. So I think after my brother died, I think I was here maybe like like a couple more months, and then yeah, I was gonna end up getting killed. So I fled. And I moved to Anchorage, and yeah, it was cool. But yeah, just the stints in life where you just kind of aren't there really spiritually or mentally is a very big blank. But I mean, I try to smoke weed from like after that. So like, I came back at 20. I came back at 20 something. So I turned 21 here. And then, I mean, I try to smoke weed maybe like 10 times after that. But mind you, it's not smoking weed. It's just like hitting weed. Can't do it. And that's from 21 to 30, maybe 28, 29. Um, yeah, man. And it's crazy because it's like the same, like the people that I was around are doing like the same exact thing. They're not, they're not even attempting to grow. Like there's not even an attempt. I don't see how you don't attempt to grow in any form of life, like like understanding, like because I mean to me understanding is something that's big. Listening, I feel like that's a big issue that I don't know. I would just say Americans, because that's all I talk to, have a hard time listening. It doesn't matter if you're on the left or the right. People just have an issue with listening. That's been something that I try to like really focus on, is listening to people. But that, I mean, that's why a lot of people be fighting and they don't want to understand the other part. Like I had a gay coworker. I had a gay coworker. I used to ask her all kinds of questions because I mean I don't know any gay people that I'm like close to. So yeah, I used to ask my gay coworker all kinds of questions. She was always fine with answering them because she used to ask me about God. I never, and that's the thing, is I never took God and be like, oh, you're going to, no, never done that. That's why Christians begin. That's why they have a bad name. That's why I go by believer and follower. Um, but yes, I think if we tried to understand other people, the world would be so much different, and it would be, I mean, better for not just for you, but for me, so like we can understand each other. Granted, you're not going to change who you are per se, but if you hear what I have to say, that'll make you think. That you don't have to change. You can just hear it. You can see how I see things. I can see how you see things. That's like with a lot of gay people. They say it's a lot of gay people say that they're just not attracted to the other sex. I was gonna say gender, but there's like a million genders now. But they're just not attracted to them. But I've come to realize there's always been some form of abuse. There's always been some form of abuse that happens somewhere, to where they either despise um, that other sex, or um, yeah, it's trauma. A lot of stuff is trauma based. Um, that's why I think generational curses is such a big thing. Because that's like abuse in any way, sexual, verbal, physical. That's why those things are so important. Like addiction, and like generations, like just your bloodline. It is crazy. You look at your bloodline, it's crazy, because if you just start with like grandma and grandpa, and you look at the addictive traits, or the abuse, or the anything, and you trickle that down to uncles and aunts, you trickle all those things down, addiction, all these things, you trickle those down, you'll see if grandpa was an alcoholic, one of them kids is going to be an alcoholic, period. And then you're going to go down to grandkids. A good chunk of those grandkids are going to be alcoholics, or some form of substance abuser. It's crazy. Molestation. People don't talk about this enough. This happens all the time. All the time. Kids get molested all the time. I was molested as a kid. It happens all the time. And they don't publicize it, or like they don't talk about it enough. Like people don't be talking to their kids about it enough. And then, I mean, I feel like because it happened to me, I watch things different. I pay attention to things different. Witchcraft and those kinds of things. Like if you got rocks, and you do like the rocks and tarot cards and go get readings, please stop doing that. Please stop doing that. That is just burning sage. Burning sage don't do nothing. Burning sage does nothing. I promise you it doesn't. Nothing. You're inviting whatever you're trying to keep away in because you're doing a ceremony. That's what you're doing. Doesn't matter if you're opening the windows. Doesn't matter about none of that. If you're inviting them, you're inviting them. It's not going to keep nothing away. Those rocks. You putting faith in these rocks. If you're giving these rocks power, if you're recharging these rocks, you're inviting. It's a rock. Because you're doing these actions, you're inviting whatever is not God into this crystal or whatever it is. It's a rock, just to be in your house, and then you're using it to charge yourself. No, bro, no, do not do that. It's not gonna work, bro. Man, yeah, this God. That's it. That is it. I promise you, it is God. There ain't nothing else. Well, no, I ain't gonna say there ain't nothing else, but God is the Most High. God is above all of them. That's why He says, "Don't worship no other God besides me." Do not do it. Yeah, and then like I don't think people understand that too. It's like there's so many other things out here, like just like among us all, like what is it? We wrestle against not things of this world, principalities and heavenly places, something like that, something along those lines. But this flesh, this is worldly stuff. Like that's all this is. Like that's just body. But that's why like when you're quiet and you be hearing all them dark thoughts and all these weird things, that's not your mind, bro. Like it is, but that's all the things that you've allowed to like be like in your heart, and like the things that you watch and the things that you listen to and the things that you hear. That's where all that comes from. It comes from all of those other things. And bro, I was really thinking about it. So with like Stephen King and all like these scary movies, right? Some of these movies are terrifying. Like really, really scary. Where do the ideas and these thoughts come from with these people? It comes from demons. Because check this out. You can't imagine anything unless it's real. You can't. Like it comes from somewhere. So like whenever you're I don't know about other people, but I know with me, there will be like if I'm somewhere that's not a necessarily comfortable place. I'm just gonna use my last job, for example. It was an apartment building, and it was 6 floors. From floor 4 to 3, I could not stand going down the stairwell. It's just stairs that goes down and then around. So you go in the door, and then to the right there's stairs that go up, and then you walk like 2 steps and there's stairs that go down. I go in here, and as I'm going in here, I'm like having a kind of like a daydream, but not. It's kind of like more of like a thought. And in this daydream, right, I look up the stairs, and at the top of the stairs, I see like this little girl, creepy face with long hair, and they're like peeking around the corner. You can feel a presence in this dang stairwell every single time. So I kind of like envision that, and I book it down the stairs. Like I always ran down these stairs. I'm a grown man. I run down these stairs because there's always a presence in there. You can't imagine anything that's not real. That thought came from somewhere. So whenever you think of something that's like super creepy, that is real. Something may not be in this universe, but in another realm, that thing has to be real. We can't imagine anything like that. So whenever you imagine something and it's like something you can't explain or something super creepy, that's real in another realm. Maybe not in this one, but I'll tell you, there's stuff everywhere. Like I had this dream. I had a few creepy dreams, but this one, I'm like, I'm on like a camping like retreat, and I'm like walking with like a group of people, maybe like 10 of us, and then there's like an Asian dude. He's like the leader, and I'm walking behind him, and he stops, and we're just looking. We're walking on like a little path, little dirt path, but we're in a campground, and there's cabins like right next to the tree line, maybe like 10 feet from the tree line, but it's like thick, and we're like looking at the tree line, and the guy says, "Hey," and he looks at me, and he's like, "You need to learn to fight with the word of God." And I look at the tree line, and when I tell you that these things came out booking, they came from the tree line booking, bro, like chopping. But they were almost like a black smoke, but they look like, I'm trying to think of there's a show with the dragons. What's the that fine girl, the Targaryen, that one. Uh, so they had these the White Walkers. That's what it was. So the White Walkers, right? So they look like White Walkers, but imagine them smoke, and then like the smoke was like moving on them. So these things are like running through the forest, but they're not even like far in the forest. Like they're maybe like 15 yards in. These things come running out of the forest. They're climbing, they're bear crawling and rolling and jumping, and like they're like climbing on the cabins. So we start booking it, like we're running, like really chopping it, and then we run back to the way we were just walking from, and we go into a cabin and close the door, and then it's just quiet. But there's people inside the cabin, so like they're just like acting like nothing happened. Once we close the door and we look outside, there's nothing out there. So it was like kind of creepy. Um, that was the end of that dream. So I had another dream that I passed out in the dream. Right, I've never had a dream where I passed out in the dream. Passed out in the dream. So me and my fiance and my daughter, we were at like a soccer, or I don't know, some form of event. We leave that. I'm carrying like a bag that my daughter won, like some stuff. We go to get on the max, and I get on the wrong max. The max is small. I jump on the max because the doors was closing. The bag goes like forward. My gun comes out of the holster and like lands on the like just on the inside. So I pick it up and I put it back in the holster. The the conductor yells at me and tells me to get off, but the it's hard to explain. So the cart's like this, right? The dude is like in the middle, but like towards like the outside, and there's like a big window in front of him, but he's sitting sideways. Really weird. And he tells me to get off, so I get off. I get back on, or he tells me to, hey, come get your bag. So I get back on. I pick up the bag. I turn around. He shuts the door. When he shuts the door, I'm like, oh man. He says, oh, so you was gonna shoot me, huh? And I was like, no. He starts driving, so I sit down. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. You know what I'm saying? You're just on the max now. You're taking a ride. So the guy just kind of sat there. He was like a younger Mexican dude, and there's a glass, like a glass panel behind him, and but it's open like right past his shoulders. Oh shoot! Woohoo! So I'm sitting kind of behind him, but not behind him, like to the side. So he reaches behind the glass, and his arms are like super long. Like his arms are like 4 feet long, and he's like doing this on the ground, like trying to like grab me, and I'm like freaking out. And then he does it with the other arm, and he's doing the same thing, and he's tapping on the ground. I pass out. So he's doing this on the ground, right? I had a gun. I had a gun in the dream. Never in my mind did I think of drawing down on this man thing. Never in my mind, never in my thought was to draw the gun. No, I passed out. Passed out. I wake back up. I didn't even think you could pass out in a dream. I woke up. This guy is outside of the max, and he's like dancing like through the glass. I passed out again. Passed out again. I wake up. The door is open, and I see just like trees. So I get off. I grab the bag, get off the max. I'm like looking around. There's just a tree line. I'm at like the end of like everything. I'm at like the end of the max. So I start walking back, or I start walking down the max line, and then this girl that was at the track meet or whatever, she had walked up to me. So previously in the dream, my fiance got mad because these two coaches kept walking up and talking to me, and I had seen this girl, so I'm walking towards the tracks or walking down the tracks with her, and then these apartments like show up, so she leaves and walks to the apartments. I get to the max station, the next one, that max pulls up. Yo, my heart goes in my butt. It's a Jamaican dude. And he kind of asked me, he's like, hey, you good? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. And he asked me, am I humble yet? And I said, what? He said, are you humble yet? And I was like, yeah, I'm humble. And then he closed the door and drives off. So that's pretty much a dream. So when I hear, it's kind of creepy too, because like all these dreams have like tree lines in them. There's a lot of weird dreams that I've had with like tree lines, and I've heard like a couple other people like tell dreams of like say dreams of like tree lines, and it's kind of like, yeah, it's a thing. But when he asked me, am I humble yet, the way he said it was very comforting. But then I'm not sure, because I don't know if God has ever come to me in a dream, and I know what God sounds like when I hear him, because when I hear God, it's in my voice, but it's not my voice. I don't know if you guys can hear yourselves like talk in your head. I can. I guess that's the thing now. People can't like hear themselves like think or talk to themselves. But when I hear God, God's voice is very, very. It's my voice, but it's the softest, kindest, non-smoking, never been choked like voice. I can't even imitate it. Like it's like the softest thing that I can't imitate ever, like ever in my life. I've never heard that voice in another person except for that Jamaican dude that was driving that Max. But then again, I don't know if that was, God, or if that was something else. I don't see the enemy asking me, am I humble? That's the thing, is I don't see the enemy asking me if I'm humble or not. Because, why would the enemy ask, am I humble? And it's yeah, I don't know. It's pretty odd. It's pretty different. That dream kind of messed me up. The guy, it was the dude with the long arms. That's what got me. That's what got me. I promise you. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Even in a dream, some extendo arms trying to touch you like this. Never in my life. Passed out in the dream. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm gonna look that up after I get off here. I didn't know you could pass out in your dreams. I've never been passed out in real life. I wonder what passing is. I wonder what it's like. I wonder if it's being like being like choked out. Technically, that's technically that's passing out. There's a lack of, you know, everything kind of gets black. But what time is it? Probably should go to sleep. Oh yeah, it's 12. I'm not even tired though. Probably could clean up the room, fold some clothes. I don't know how to put it though. That'd be the dilemma. We'd be having so much clothes. Now I'm be folding the clothes, right? The girl be getting mad because she got to refold them. It is what it is. Yeah. I can't wait to start working now. Yeah, I be feeling like I'm just sitting here. That's not. That's not good. No, I also don't. You know. That's why I didn't even get the school and stuff figured out. Because I don't want to feel like I'm not contributing. Like that's weird. It's weird to me. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I'm just trying to really do something. I'm trying to take off. All praise the Most High. Yeah, I'll tell you, it is different. Like it's really weird going from like not having like really nothing and like being like a criminal, like a drug addict, to being an actual citizen. It is very, it's very odd. Yeah, it's very odd. Well, it's not even odd. It's just I get I forget how grateful I am to be where I am and to not have to worry about being how it was. I don't even know how I operated back then. Like what was I thinking about? Nothing. Wasn't thinking about nothing. I was thinking about myself. Being selfish. I mean, maybe not the whole time, but I mean the majority of the time. The majority of the time was being selfish. I mean, besides the time with my daughter, because I mean, nothing else really. It sounds rough, like nothing else really mattered. And like I'll be feeling like when I lost in court the first time, and I was just having weekends until I just got her back. I feel like I was just not wasting time, but kind of just here. Which I mean sounds rough, but that's kind of what it seemed like. It seemed like I was just here, not not nothing else. Yeah, it's kind of sad. You know, we really need to change the rules on parenting and those types of things. CPS needs to CPS needs to change. and all those things, because I never called CPS on my baby mom. I never really knew what was going on in her house, but my daughter pretty much got all that stuff started. But I told her to talk to her school counselors, like on just to talk to her counselors, and that's kind of what got the ball rolling, because nothing I said or anything like that could do anything to. I didn't think it was going to be anything like that to get CPS called. I mean, truly. I mean, besides the that other stuff. But I mean, all that was discovered. So that's something else. Yeah, man. So we went to the the NA meeting, and then so my fiance's ex was there, and then we got the kids, and he's uh, he's already like talked, greasy and all these things. He's talked real slick, to my girl, especially about me. Which I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. Like it's not my fault, like at all. Like that time has been up. You know what I'm saying? Like that time's been up, like for a while. So we get there, and it's a whole bunch of messy stuff already with this his cousin, like saying, oh yeah, she's gonna bring him up here, blah blah, like just having him be up there on some weird stuff. So we get there, and like you talking about, like when you see me you gonna beat me up and all this other stuff. So we go to the barbecue, and like I'm like right next to you, like I'm like right behind you. Like I could have gave you a hug, bro. And he turns around and looks at me, and his eyes get all big. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just standing there, I smile. Because like, bro, if you said you're gonna do something to me, bring it in, bud. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? And like you like leave like 5 minutes after that. It's weird, bro. Like, and on top of that, like you making our son, you making our son feel some type of way. Like you gave him a hug and you left. Like that low key really pissed me off. Because like you talking about like you want to see him and all this, but like you see him for like 5 minutes and leave. That shit. Yeah, that bothered me. That really pissed me off. And on top of that, like you all that talk all I don't understand. Like you don't talk aggressive if you're not on that. Like praise the Lord that you weren't though. Cause yeah, I didn't want to have to tussle with you, but I'm really I want you to say so. I do want to have I want to have conversation. I just want to talk to you. I want to know what is wrong. Why don't you like me, sir? I didn't do nothing to you. I didn't destroy your family. I didn't home wreck. I didn't do any of these things. Nigga, I don't know you. Oh me, I don't know you. But you act like you could just talk slick. You can't talk slick. Like, bro, I've been waiting to like catch you somewhere, like just so I could talk to you. But you don't want to do that. Why, brother? Why, brother? Why? I don't know. It stuff be irritating me. That's like, yeah, man. And that's the thing too. Is like I'm not even a big dude. Like I'm really not. People say I be looking like aggressive and stuff like that. I don't be looking at. I might, but really not though. Like if you just talk, all you gotta do is say hi. I'm hey. Like I'm really a calm fella. I really am. I might look, kind of rough or however, but I'm really a nice guy. And then on top of that, like I know I wasn't looking aggressive when I seen him. I wasn't, because I'm in a family setting. I'm not just looking mean. We're at a NA meeting, barbecue. Why am I looking rough? I'm not looking tough with nobody. On top of that, let's keep it a beam. Let's keep it a buck. Me, I am a solid stature of 5'6". I am short. I'm short, brother. I'm 5'6". That's always been a thing, though. I've always had dudes scared me. I don't know why. And you don't even be scared like that. That's like my baby mom. My baby mom, her first baby dad, he's like 6. He's like 6'2", 6'3", big weenie. He didn't want to get on talking. He didn't want to get close to me or nothing. Like, he was always like 15 feet away. Yeah, homeboy did not get close to me at all. Her second baby dad, or no, I'm the second baby dad. Her third baby dad, he was just real fat. He wasn't that big. He's probably like 5'8", 5'9", but he's really fat. I remember one time they was having my daughter and her sister was having they was doing a lemonade stand. This is back when I was still in the world. I had went to their house and got some lemonade. Lemonade was terrible. It was terrible lemonade. Oh my gosh, it was so bad. But I drank it. Gave him $20, and like he like comes out because they're talking to somebody. And I'm there. I got music playing and got subs and whatnot. Just ignorant, just terrible, just a Gentile, just a heathen. And yeah, he came out and was like talking to me and was like, yeah, I'm trying to teach you not to blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's nice. I'm just talking to my we were just talking about daughter all the time. Like, yeah, I don't care what you talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Man, yeah, he was trying to, I don't know, it was weird. He was like trying to size me up, which I don't understand because, like, bro, I ain't been doing no fighting since I've been 21. I got one little scuffle, and that was with a little cousin. That's different. That does not count as a fight at all. That was something different. Yeah, I ain't been in a fight since I was 21. I'm not fighting. I'm not fighting no more. At all. At all. I got guns. I am not fighting. Legal guns? Oh, I'm not fighting. I am 30. Yeah, I'm 30. Oh, God, I'm 34 now. I'm old. Yeah, I'm not doing no fighting. And he's like trying to size me up. So if anybody's like standing too close to you, put your arms up like this, like you're finna stretch with both arms. Turn your head and look away from them, and put your arms out, like extend your arms out. And so I did this. I do that all the time to make space. Like it's just it's this is my bubble, and it's not being rude. It is being rude, but you're not paying attention. So you look the other way, you stretch, and when I did that, my whole knuckle brushed against his face. But I mean, you was sizing me up anyway, so let's let you get the full size. You know what I'm saying? Let you see what it's gonna do to your face. And then like he backed up. From that point, he stayed back. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand why y'all scared of me, bro. I'm 5'6". I'm a little guy. I also did just say I don't fight mama shit, but either way, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why my exes dudes and why my girls dude don't like me. I don't be doing nothing. I don't even be talking slick. Like that's the cold part. I don't even be talking bad to these men. I don't do that. I don't need to. Maybe it's the confidence or something. Like I'll be thinking that too. Like maybe it's the confidence, and it's like I mean I respect what you're doing. Like good job. You keeping it out of my face. Let's keep it going. I don't know. I just be feeling like I just be hated by people. I don't be doing nothing. Like I really don't. Especially with like other dudes. Like bro, like I don't know. I think that's where they can kind of sense it that I'm not gonna be doing a whole bunch of like back and forth because it's gonna be real. It's gonna be real simple. It's gonna be like, oh, okay, well, this and that, this and that. Nothing to talk loud with you. I'm just gonna say, I ain't that. That's gonna be that. It's not yeah. I refuse for like anybody to really like argue with me. I was like, I had a couple incidents where like people in like got like rowdy with me, but it ain't been a lot. Like, yeah, man, there was this crazy guy in Portland, man. This was a long, this is a no, it ain't a long time ago, but it's probably like two. Nah, it was like 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago. Cause I wasn't with my girl yet, and I was still a heathen. I was still driving. Uh, but I was doing something. I went to go get a package from my house, and then I was checking the compactor, and I walked out and I asked this guy to move, and then I was walking, and then the guy like tried to like shake my hand. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And he had said something that was like trying to fight, and I'm like, bro, I'm not finna fight with you, bro. What are you talking about? And he was like, he said something else, and like was like walking towards me, and I kind of like put my hand on like on my hammer, and I'm like, yo, back up, like, and mind you, the whole time I'm like walking backwards, and I'm like, yo, back up, bro, and like, never in my life have I ever seen somebody look so crazy. Dude stopped walking. Mind you, I'm still walking backwards. Like I'm still walking backwards. Like we're probably like 10 steps away from each other. But I'm still walking backwards. And dude stops walking because I lift my shirt up, like have my hand on my gun, and he stops walking, looks down at my gun, looks up at me, looks down at my gun, looks up at me. He does this 2 more times, and he says, "I'm gonna make you shoot me," and runs at me, and I'm like, "Yo, what are you doing?" So I like kind of like turn around and shimmy, and then he stops running, and I'm like, "Yo, what are you doing? Like, get away from me!" And he was like, "Oh yeah," and it turns around and like starts chasing me again, and I'm like, and mind you, I'm in downtown Portland, like I'm in Chinatown, like there's like I'm next to two big old apartment buildings, and then I turn around and I'm like, I don't want to shoot you, like I yell this, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you ain't got it in you, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Good, I don't, I don't, brother." Like, yeah, I don't want to do it to you. I really don't. Like, people, I don't know. I think that'd be pride. Like, pride is what be getting people. And then it's like, you know, say I did shoot you, right? I'm not gonna just, like, wound you. Like, I'm going to kill you, bro. Like, that's what happens when guns come out. And then, like, yeah, you're on drugs too, so you're not just gonna get shot and drop. Your adrenaline's gonna be going, and then I'm gonna have to shoot you a lot. Not necessarily, but I'm gonna have to shoot you more than once. And I mean, you don't train with one shot. You shoot 2 times at least. You're gonna shoot 2 times. They drop or not. Until they drop, you fire 2 shots until they drop. That's every set. And my bullets are not nice. I don't have no pretty bullets. All my bullets are gross. Like all every bullet I have is disgusting. Like they're gonna do some crazy things to you. But yeah, I don't know. It's the demonic presence, man. It's crazy. And I don't think people understand that that's what drugs are. Drugs are demons. Like legit. That's what drugs are. Drugs are demons. There's nothing else. There's nothing else there. You can't tell me nothing else because most of these people too be having like they have so much to offer, but they are just trapped in whatever the chase is, and you're never gonna find it. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. It's a cold world. Like